Okay, in this video we're going to focus on the key terms on page number 2. So you should have it with you and be ready to write the translation and the explanation of what each key term does. As we've mentioned before, a key term is a word that helps you navigate the Gemara because it tells you what's coming up ahead. So Tan Rabbanan means the rabbis have learned. Whenever you see a Tan Rabbanan, that introduces a Braita. Bameh Dvarim Amurim, when does this apply? And what it introduces is it is limiting the application of a din. Meaning, we had, for example, that you cannot start a journey within 3 days of Shabbat. That's a din. Then the Braita said, Bameh Dvarim Amurim, when does that apply? Well, it applies in some cases, not in other cases. So again, Bameh Dvarim Amurim means, when does this apply? And what it's doing is it's limiting the application of a halach, of a din. Veraminu means there is a contradiction. What introduces is a contradiction between two equal sources. Sources are like a Mishnah, Braita, which are in the same level of authority, and they seem to oppose each other. Raminu introduces a contradiction between two equal sources of equal authority. Tanya, we have learned, and that is similar to Tanu Rabbanan. Tanya means we have learned. It also introduces a Braita. You notice the word Tanya and Tanu is the same shorish, Tana. The next key term is Dechtiv, as it is written. Dechtiv introduces a Pasuk, because Pasukim are the things that are in the Torah Shebechtav, the things that are officially written. Tashma means come and listen. This introduces a Tanaic source, which is going to be used to give an answer. A Tanaic source refers to a Mishnah or a Braita, and it's called Tanaic sources because they were written by the Tanaim. Tashma, come and listen, introduces a Tanaic source that is being used for a proof. Ibailehu means they asked. And this introduces a question. A question means that we're asking for information. For example, we learned they had a question, who checks for chametz, the landlord or the tenant? That's a question, it's a she'elah. We're asking for information. This is different than the next one. Meitvei. Meitvei is a challenge or an attack. And what it introduces is a challenge based on a Tanaic source. So watch, Tashma is using a Tanaic source as a proof or an answer. Meitvei is using a Tanaic source for the opposite reason. It's challenging, it's attacking somebody's opinion. Ibailehu, it's a she'elah. We're asking a question. For example, is this kosher? Is this sukkah okay? Is it allowed to do this? That's a she'elah. It's an information question. A meitvei is a different type of question. It's an attack. It's a challenge. Okay, finally, we have 10 common Gemara words that you should know. These words you'll find very, very often in any page of Gemara. Mishum means because. Dilma means maybe or perhaps, either way. Number 3, Mata is when. Number 4, Chayav means liable or obligated. Patur means exempt. Number 6, Savar means think. Reshuta Rabim is a public domain, a public area, like a street, for example. Shogeg means without intention. Number 9, Mezid means intentionally, on purpose. And finally, number 10, Mai means what is.